All 150 aboard Germanwings Flight 9525 feared dead. An Airbus A320 carrying 150 people from Barcelona to Düsseldorf crashed into an alpine mountainside Tuesday after an unexplained 8-minute descent, leaving no apparent survivors, and 2 countries in mourning. Officials who flew over the crash site in the French Alps on Tuesday described an awful scene of desolation, a mountain face blanketed by small debris and body parts, suggesting the plane, operated by Germanwings, the low-cost arm of Deutsche Lufthansa AG, disintegrated on impact. The violence of the crash leaves little hope for survivors, French Interior Minister Bernard Cazeneuve said upon returning to Seyne, the remote village where emergency workers have established a base camp, after inspecting the site by helicopter, as France rushed to mount a complex search and recovery operation. The crash of Flight 9525 stunned Germany and Spain, whose nationals made up most of the flight manifest. German Chancellor Angela Merkel said she would join Spanish Prime Minister Mariano Rajoy in Seyne on Wednesday to pay respects to the victims alongside French President François Hollande. The crash exacted a heavy toll on a small western German town, Haltern am See, which lost 16 teenagers and 2 teachers. The group was returning from a student exchange at a public high school near Barcelona. "This is the darkest day in the history of our town," said Bodo Klimpel, the town's mayor. Opera singers Oleg Brijak and Maria Radner were also among the victims on board the, having performed in Barcelona. Germanwings said the plane reached an altitude of 38,000 feet at 10:45 a.m. around the same time as it reached French airspace, then began an unplanned descent that ended in the crash. French air traffic controllers made multiple attempts to contact the flight but got no response, according to Roger Rousseau, the Secretary-General for the SNCTA Union of Air Traffic Controllers. There was no distress call from the plane. No mayday call. No squawk from the transponder, nothing, he said. When the plane dipped out of radar's view, the air traffic controllers issued an alarm signal, which alerted military and police authorities. Moments later, the French military ordered a fighter jet to race to the area, according to a person familiar with the matter. Mr. Rousseau said the plane didn't deviate from its course as it lost altitude, which is an unusual pattern for an aircraft in distress. If there's a loss of control, pilots usually lose their way too, the union delegate said. That didn't happen in this case. Germanwings, a low-fare brand created by Lufthansa in 2002, had an unblemished safety record until Tuesday. France mobilized more than 600 police and military personnel, together with 10 helicopters and a military plane, for the recovery effort. But with no direct road access to the crash site, emergency workers faced difficult options: long treks at altitudes of 6,500 feet or rappelling from helicopters unable to land on treacherous mountainous terrain. "It is really hard to get there," said Damien Bon, a marshal with the local mountain police. Nevertheless, French authorities said that they had recovered one of the 2 black box recorders from the Germanwings aircraft, and the B, France's flight safety agency, was set to begin analyzing the contents. The recording devices typically provide the best clue why a plane crashed. Officials didn't say whether it was the flight data recorder or the cockpit voice recorder that was recovered. Meantime, a dozen coroners were dispatched to Seyne to prepare for collecting body samples and helping to identify victims. As darkness fell, Several mountain rangers remained stationed in the area to secure the crash scene, as authorities suspended the search effort for the night.